Hello and welcome to Take Two India's Honest Opinions. Today I am alone to review Netflix's The White Tiger, which just released today. Netflix's The White Tiger is a film that is adapted from the novel The White Tiger by Ramin Bahrani, a very popular director whose films are known to understand what a common man goes through. So ये जो film है, it is starring Adarsh Gaurav in the lead as Balram, Rajkumar Rao as Ashok, and Priyanka Chopra Jonas as Pinky Madam. So, the story revolves around certain facts that how a common man, how a lower class man, as the film says, there are always two classes in India. खाली एक जिनके पेट खाली होते हैं और एक जिनके पेट भरे हुए होते हैं. सो दीज आर द टू कास्ट, द पुअर एंड द रिच. सो जो ये फिल्म है ये कास्ट डिवाइड को बहुत अच्छे तरीके से दिखाती है. So the story revolves around Balram, how he was made to give up his education because he was a bright student, and how he was forced to give up his education due to the poverty, due to his the debt his father had taken from the landlord, and how he goes on to become the driver of that same landlord's youngest son. And it's about that spiral of poverty. It's about, like he says in the film, it's a rooster coop. So that rooster coop, is he able to break out from it? Is he not able to break out from it? So if you haven't read the book, you will get to know in the film. But if you have read the book, you already know what how it's going to end like. So I deliberately didn't want to read the book before watching the film, so that I just wanted to experience the film firsthand. I wanted to see that how I didn't want to focus on the adaptation part, but I wanted to focus on the storytelling part. And Ramin Bahrani, I have heard of him so many times, but I haven't not seen any of his films. But this was a first. This was a very welcomed, and this was a very fantastic introduction to his work. So there are many instances in the film where you feel like you feel your heart just wrenching. You feel hatred. You feel the rage that Balram is feeling. इस फिल्म के कुछ scenes थे which really impressed me. One, you experience, like there was a scene in the trailer. You experience when Pinky Madam is driving the car. She's obviously drunk and she hits a kid on the road. That is the point from where the story picks up. The actual story begins, and the moment was so well shot and well directed that you feel stunned. You know that it's coming. You have seen a glimpse of it in the trailer. You have seen the glimpse of it in the beginning of the film, but still you feel shocked. You feel stunned. Oh my god, what has happened? That was the instant reaction that I found. Coming to the contrast that Ramin Bahrani has shown in the film. So जब आप देखोगे एक बिल्डिंग है, so as high as the sky, and um, Balram wanted to stand in a balcony and look at the sky. At the same time, he was living inside the basement, so basically the place where they belong, down. So basement में रह रहा था, and that was a place where you could not even imagine that this is the kind of a basement which जिसके ऊपर एक इतनी शानदार बिल्डिंग, जिसके ऊपर एक इतनी शानदार घर में लोग रह रहे हैं. द सर्वेंट इज द स्लेव, as he says, the servant is living inside such poor living conditions. But those conditions, like Balram says, were like Taj Mahal to him because he has lived in even worse conditions. So now talking about the most beautiful thing about the film, the performances. Adarsh Gaurav has impressed, and how. This film belongs to Adarsh Gaurav. He has carried the film on his shoulders as Balram. Balram is a character who is innocent, who is sensitive, but when it comes to hunger, when it comes to his greed, that that innocence, that shyness, that sensitivity just goes away. You never know if this character is good or bad. He is the white tiger who is born in the jungle rarely. And I think it's an exceptional performance. We have found a winning performance at the very start of the year. And I think the weakest part in terms of acting performances was Rajkumar Rao. I didn't quite like his performance. He was good, but then he was very, uh, I the last film which I saw Rajkumar Rao was in Ludo, And though the characters were completely different, I understand it. But since I think I don't know whether it was the American accent or it were the dialogues. He was speaking English, but that something just felt off about it. And Priyanka Chopra Jonas, I'm a fan. Everyone who knows me knows about it. But I think she performed really well with whatever she had in the film. जितना भी उसका रोल था, जितना भी she was in a supporting role, and I think she supported the film really well. So to end with, I would like to say that The White Tiger is a film that makes you look deep inside, that makes you introspect, and that makes you realize that we need to be more aware of the people around us. We need to be more caring towards the people who are working for us. We need to be more aware that we are not the only ones who have talent. We need to pave way for others, and we need to be at least sensitive towards their dreams and towards the people. We need to interact with them. We need not necessarily treat them as our families, but we can at least treat them as humans. And I think that is what The White Tiger is for me. And I believe that this film is a must watch. You can watch it now on Netflix.